Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Welcome again to Friday 15 Minutes Podcast. We started this series of teaching on Monday this week on the subject money, how to get it and use it. Now, we took our text from Ephesians 4:28, where Paul said, let him that stole steal no more, but rather let him labor, working with his hands, the things which is good, that he may have to give to him that need it. Now, I won't go through what I've said in the past 2 days, in the past 2 series, but I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Press on the subscription button. A bell comes up, press on the bell. Then you are a subscriber. Now what that means is that every time it's essentially press on the subscription button, on the bell, because every time the podcast is ready, YouTube will always send you a notification. Then you can always follow us up in the series of teaching. So what I said in the past 2 days, I won't repeat it, but please, it's very, very, very essential that you get it, because listen to me, stealing money is one of the ways to get money. In fact, fastest and the cheapest way, either by gun or by pen. But what people who steal money don't know is this: every time you steal money, you are not actually stealing money or paper, you are stealing a spirit. Verse 27 said, you have given a place to the devil to operate. Verse 26 of that Ephesians 4 said, people who speak in their anger give the devil the license that you have already given the devil to destroy your life. Whatever they say in their anger, it will come to pass. Do you know why? Because when they speak in anger, the devil will take what they said. I told you, the devil works for everybody, both Christians and unbelievers. He works for drunkards. He works for harlots. So if you went to sleep with an harlot and you refuse to pay her money after you are slept with her, listen to me, whatever the harlot said, whatever the harlot says, it will come to pass. Ephesians 4:26-27-28. I explained it in the past 2 days. So I left off from Matthew 27:5-8, where I said that if Judas had known that Jesus Christ will not escape his captors, Judas will never have gone into that deal. But do you know what? Judas was so sure, 100% sure that Jesus Christ will escape. Judas knew that Jesus Christ will escape. He was so sure of the deal. But when the deal did not go the way Judas expected it, Judas quickly returned the money, because he was sure, because he knew the consequences of stolen money. Now the chief priest did not collect the money from Judas because they know the consequences of stealing of such a deal. So they know that when Judas went into the deal with them, he has already given license to the devil to destroy him. They knew it. So in Matthew 27:5-8, just like I told you, you don't steal money, you steal spirit. When Judas collected money over the life of Jesus, he just collected a suicide spirit of suicide, and put it in his pocket. And eventually it exploded and killed Judas. And Matthew 27:5-8 says, and he cast down the pieces of silver in the temple, and departed and went and hanged himself. And the chief priest took the silver pieces and said, it is not lawful for to put them into the treasury. To put them into the treasury, because it is the price of money. And they took counsel. And bought with them the potter's field to bury strangers in. Wherefore the field was called the field of blood until this day. Now listen to this. The priest did not loot the money that Judas cast to the ground of the temple or the church. The priest did not loot the money that Judas brought to the church. Though they have signed it out. Oh, no. Maybe Judas expected them to share the money among themselves. But they were smarter than that. And they know that and they know that the only food you see at the end of a hook is the only free food that is available is the one at the end of a hook. So Judas too wanted to get back to them. That okay, you will put explosive in my pocket bar. We're all going to die together. I will detonate myself here in this place. But they were smarter. They ran out of the hall fast. But they knew better than that. The best they could do with it is to buy where to bury the dead. Because they know that the dead are dead and cannot face any consequences from such money again. And they were very careful to bury only strangers. In case of any consequences, no one will even allow them to bury their relatives there, because they know that it was more than money. They know that it has consequences. What that means is this. Listen to me. If pastors who are listening and watching me and this person understand the consequences of stealing money from politicians, from military officers who will steal money, and people go and die on the field because you stole the money for the equipment for the other military guys, or you failed to pay them their allowances and they died, and you pocketed the money of people that died. If pastors know it, they won't collect money from those people. If they put it there without you knowing, it's good. But listen to me, once you know that such an individual is a thief, run away from such money. Run away. It doesn't matter the temptation. The lesson is this. Though the chief priests were corrupt, but they know the consequences of stealing the blood money that Judas threw at them. Though they have signed out the money from the treasury, and no one will arrest them for looting the money, but they fear the consequences from such blood money. There may not be an account that money has come back to church. But listen to me. They know that money is not paper. They know it was blood. They know it was blood. And they don't want to stain their hands with blood. Because they know the consequences. They know the consequences. Listen to me. If those chief priests had shared the money that Judas brought to the church, I guarantee you, they also will commit suicide. One way or the other in their life. It doesn't matter they are chief priest. It doesn't matter they are chief priest. Stop stealing. Every money is not free money. Please. I pray that my church members will understand this. That's why don't listen to me. Don't force anybody to give you money. I have friends who don't give me money. I know relations who stole big money. They didn't bring the tithe of that big money to my church, and I'm comfortable with it. I know friends who have big money, but they don't give to me. I don't fight for it. I don't know how they got their money, but they don't give me, and I don't fight for it. Listen to me. Don't go and pick what God is keeping you away from. Don't fight a man because he's not giving you money. Because the truth is that God is just saving you. You don't know. You don't know. Stop stealing. Every money is not free money. You don't steal money, you steal spirit. The same consequences that follow the owner of blood money will follow you if you steal their money. This is what the chief priests avoided in that Matthew 27:5-8. I like the Passion translation of it. Here the Passion translation of that Matthew 27:5-8. Then Judas flung the silver coins inside the temple or church and went out and hanged himself. The chief priest, picking up these pieces of silver, said, "We can't keep this." We can't what? We can't. This money, we can't keep it. It must not enter our building project. For it's unlawful to put blood money into the temple treasury. Wow. So after some deliberation, they got a project for the money. And they finally got a project. They decided to purchase the potter's field of clay to use as a cemetery for burying strangers, not even their own relations. That is, somebody died, the relations not come up, they don't know who and who. They say, go and bury the idiot there. So they got a project, but it did not enter their building project. That's why that land has been called the field of blood. When did the money become blood money? I'm just asking you now. We know where that money came from. Do you know where it came from? From the church. The church paid Judas to help them to crucify, to help them to betray Christ, so that they can kill Christ. Now, after the deal, after they killed Jesus, which was not what Judas was expecting, Judas ran back to return the money. The same church refused to collect the money back. It was their money now. It was their money. But you see, this time around, it's not their money. This time around, it is called blood money. Before the money went out of the church, it was a holy money. By the time the money came back to church, it was now a blood money. Did you get to understand that? It's not every money that comes to the church that church should accept. Listen to me. If you know a man is a cocaine dealer, you know it as a pastor, because a costless cause shall not come. A costless cause shall not come. But if you know a man is a cocaine dealer, you know the man is the director or the permanent secretary is a thief who steals money. You know it and is bringing it to church. Listen to me. Except if people do not make pronunciation. If they, whatever people say in their anger, it will affect that person who brought the money to you. It will also affect you. Because you see, it's a spirit. The spirit will not destroy only the man who brought it. He will go after it. That's why those chief priests did not collect the money back from Judas. They call it now blood money. But it was their money now. It was some people paid that money to the church. But the church now paid the money to Judas. By the time he came back to church, it was wearing a different coat. When did the money become blood money? I think they gave the money from the same treasury. If you steal blood money, you will partake with the owner of the blood money. The same consequences with your family. If they are to die in an accident as a consequences of their blood money, you will also lose your life in an accident too. This is why you should not steal money, because you don't know from whose blood is from. All money are not free money. There is story behind some money sometimes. Please avoid it. Avoid it. Let me tell you, the best thing you can engage yourself with in life is stealing, either by pen or by gun. See, most people who are stealing by pen today, they are still escaping it because people have not made statements. If people speak against your life because they know that you stole them, when they speak against your life, once they speak in their anger, the devil takes it and the devil executes it to later. That's what Paul just explained in that Ephesians 26, 27, 28. Do you know what? I just ran out of time. But by next week, we'll go into the second way you can get money. From me here, I want to tell you that Jesus Christ is Lord. I will see you in our Monday 15 minutes podcast.